Dun, 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 dun. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Bum, bum, bum.
What's up, party people of the AACL, the All-American Collegiate League? What's going on? What's happening? What the fuck is cracking? Alabama sucks. Alabama sucks. Alabama sucks. Is that like Beetlejuice? Right? If I say Beetlejuice 3 times, Beetlejuice will show up. But if I say Alabama sucks 3 times, Alabama will continue to fucking suck. What's up, David Ware? I see you, motherfucker. What's up? I gotta check my... Hold on. I gotta check my shit, yo. Hold on a second here. I didn't even have my stream up. What the fuck? Over? There we go. All right. Hey, welcome to episode 11 of the AACL TueNight. Oh, I got my shit too loud. Did you guys hear that? Ooh, that was something. I think I'm going to be getting a phone call from Lisa here any minute from the wine store, so I might have to take a break. But I might have a little like quick, like maybe a few minutes story time with Axis. I know you guys have gotten used to it with my jury stuff, but I think I'm going to talk about my movie situation this past weekend. I hope everybody had a fun, safe, and amazing Labor Day weekend. But it's fucking over, so it's now time to get back to work. And there's some ADs getting back to work tonight. We got 2 games on tap, kicking off at 8:30 Eastern, and we'll talk about those in a moment. Let me see who's here in the booth with me. It looks like my main man Ray Ray's fucking Ray Ray's in the house. What's up, fucking Ray Ray?
Does that my new name now? It's just fucking Ray Ray.
But it's spelled differently, of course.
Obviously, because I'm the best fucking Ray Ray.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no comment on that one. Yeah, but anyway, how's your fucking headache doing, bro?
It's slowly reciting right now.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, Ray DM'd me a little while ago, said Clams gave him a fucking migraine, and I don't know.
Pretty fucking much, actually. She was like fucking pressing knots out of my back, and that caused my migraine to be worse.
Oh, David Ware, I could never fucking be too loud, bro. That's not even possible. Also with me, of course, every night that we do this show is Yogi Bar, the man who would nickname me the Diva way back when. Yogi, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
What is up, Diva?
I am chilling like a motherfucking villain. What are you up to?
I don't know. Did you look at that Corvette? You showed us the picture of?
Bro, I've got...
That's part of your story, Tom. I don't want to ruin it.
No, I could do car story time. Dude, listen, so I've been looking at Porsches. I've been looking at Vets. I looked at the F-Type, the Jag F-Type. I got a lot of... I don't know, bro. I just don't know which way to go right now. I mean, I want to go...
How about the Audi?
Well, the Audi R8, a little out of my price range, brand new.
Yeah.
I'd have to go like 6-7 years old. So if I can find one, maybe. But I definitely want to go mid-engine, so that could take some out. I'm not about this whole front engine rear-wheel drive shit. So
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm leaning towards the Vet, bro, but that shit's fucking pricey, man.
Oh yeah,
it's a little more than I want to spend, I think. So I don't know. We'll see. But I will get to that. And look who just jumped in the booth. My main man, Chris Kringle, is in the house. Chris, good to see you. How's how things going in the North Pole? Or are they all staying busy?
Oh, we're always staying busy. Gotta figure out how to please these damn Gen Alpha kids, since all they want is fucking iPads, apparently.
I know. My kids' generation ruined this fucking planet. Just saying. So, we tried to raise them right, but fucking MTV got us, and fucking Apple got them. I don't know what to tell you, man. It is what it is at this point. On the wheels of steel, the ones and twos, DJ Clamsy Wamsy in the house, running the soundboard for us. Clams, what's up with you? Oh.
Hey, your headache's better.
Wait, I'm always confused by that noise. I can't tell if Clams is excited to see me or if she's breastfeeding a baby. I'm not sure which way. I'm not sure which way to go on that. Clams, what are you up to, girl? How you been?
I'm multitasking, and I'm actually cooking dinner right now. So.
Wow, atta girl. Let me guess, chili dogs.
No, actually, I think I'm gonna do chicken Alfredo.
What? And you didn't even invite me. Unbelievable.
Well, I gave Ray a choice, and I said either we can have chicken and rice, chicken Alfredo or chicken and vodka sauce.
She didn't give me a damn choice. No, she didn't give me no damn choice. She
Yes,
sat
she
here
did.
and asked if I was hungry or if it was a fend for yourself, and I said I'm hungry, and then
Dude,
she wouldn't
I heard her. She said, "Do you want chicken Alfredo or a migraine?" You said, "I'll take both."
Listen, okay, it's not my fault. He's a little bitch and whines when I try to
Whoa.
get a knot out.
Oh
Wait,
wow!
when you try to get a what out?
He had
nut
like
out.
4 knots
Oh,
out in his
knots.
back.
I thought,
Knots.
okay,
Yeah, no,
I was
I
going
took
a
care of
whole nother
I had 4
direction.
garlic knots
Yeah.
on my back.
No,
Yeah, that's what.
no,
she,
I took care of the other N word.
yeah, I met a girl.
With,
I met a
this
girl.
weekend, so.
I met a girl that had some knots on her back one time.
Heyo.
That's a whole.
Scoliosis is not just knots, okay, Dave? All
That's
right,
right.
listen, I know you feel sorry.
Scoliosis is a real problem in this country. Damn it! All right, that
Oh boy, that opens up another whole.
it's
can.
right.
Oh,
It's right
God.
up there with the border issue and drugs and nuclear war and the climate change.
Can we get that on a T-shirt? Scoliosis is a real problem in this country.
Oh fuck! Here we go already. Unbelievable. All right, let me see who the fucking like 6 people are that are fucking actually listening to this bullshit. First one in the house is my main man, Stream Elements, of course, my BFF in the whole wide world. Followed by Crazy Canuck. The Beav is in the house, Andy Beaverhausen. And then Ray, and then Gay Force Media. I'm sorry, Ware Force Media. Nathaniel Diggs, Yogi Bar, Justin Reside. Private Clams. You are David Ware. What's up? Let me see.
Gunny's here.
I see Gunny. I see Freddie, Doug Britton, Chester Chess, Twin Screw. Oh, look at it. We're getting to about 20 peeps. That's not too shabby. Listen, this is going to be a quick show. We're going to be off the air by 8. I don't have a whole lot of story time, although I do need to watch my phone. If Lisa already called me, she's going to be pissed. Hold on. Oh, yep. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Yep, that's it. That's the one I want. That's it, baby. Look at that. She's gonna call my phone here in a second if I don't answer. Hold on. She's at the store buying me some wine right now. So. Someone's.
Are we gonna get a Dave order live on the air?
You might. The new Duckhorn cab is on sale, so I want her to go grab some. All right, Nathaniel Diggs and yeah, blah 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 blah. All right, I saw everybody. All right, so we're just gonna whip through real quick. We're gonna recap what we talked about last week on the last show. We're gonna do a few other things like introduce. I don't fuck around with Total Wine, Gunny. That's a whole. All right, you want story time, Gunny? You want story time with Axis? Let me tell you this fucking. I got some story time for you. This was probably about 2 years ago. Lisa and I walk into a fucking Total Wine, and this is during those 4 months. Oh my, I'm sorry. This was last year. It was last summer. Those 4 months when I had to stop drinking so I could do all that testing shit for my liver last year. We walk into Total Wine. I get some non-alcoholic wine. I get some non-alcoholic like whiskey or some shit. I forget what it was. And some non-alcoholic, Heineken Zero beer. We get to the fucking register, and this bitch is like, "Can I see some ID?" And I said, "Why?" And she's all, "Because we card everybody." I was like, "You card everybody for fucking non-alcohol?" And she's like, and she looked confused and fucking retarded for a minute. Actually, she looked retarded before I even walked up to her, but you get the point. And so we're like, she was confused. She's looking at us, and she's looking at all the stuff. She's like, "Yeah, we card for everything." I was like, "That's a fucking stupid policy. This is non-alcoholic beer. My child could come in here and buy this. No, our policy is that we card everybody, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, you know what? There's a line. And you know me. I don't like to make a scene. So I was like, all right, whatever. Here's my fucking ID. And I shit you not. You ready for this? Lisa, who's standing about 5 feet to my right, just waiting to get the fuck out of Total Wine. The bitch goes, "Okay, and I need to see her ID as well." I said, "Why?" And she goes, "Because she's with you, and I don't know if you're buying it for her." I'm like, you think I'm sneaking her non-alcohol? And she's just looking at me like she's an idiot. And I look at the people in line, and the people in line are like, they can't believe this is fucking happening either, right? And they look at me, and I look at them, and I look at her, and I look at Lise, and I look back at her. I go, "You're a fucking idiot." And I fucking walked out the door. And I did not get my non-alcoholic shit. So there you go. That was a very quick quick story time with Axis, but yes, I did tell her that she was a fucking idiot. So I'm gonna go.
There are some places that literally make you do that, even if it's non-alcoholic. I don't think anyone under the age of 21 can still buy that. Like, that's an actual real thing.
So if I bought soda there, was she gonna fucking card me?
Yep.
That's not alcoholic.
No, like, I mean, that's on her. She might be that dumb. But
I can tell you this from me having to go inside that fucking store and do some goddamn work for my grandfather's company. It's in their policy that no matter what you buy inside that store, you have to be carded. But technically, they're supposed to card you before you even walk into the store.
Well, they don't card anybody walking in the store. But if I go in and I buy fucking chips and soda, they're gonna fucking card me.
Yep.
Okay, so if they card me, and I'm 16 years old, a 16-year-old's allowed to buy soda and chips. Why the fuck are you carding me?
Technically, you're not even allowed to be in a Total Wine if you're
technically they are
under 21.
Technically, they're fucking idiots and fucking morons and fucking retards. So there's that. Yogi, what are your thoughts on this fucking retarded fucking situation I was in last summer?
Another good reason I don't drink.
Justin.
First of all, no one in this planet likes beer enough to drink non-alcoholic beer that I can.
Bro, I was doing it just because it was
it.
the habit thing. You know how it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I can't imagine non-alcoholic whiskey. That's the first I've ever heard of that.
Well, we tried. So just for the record, we went to another store where we bought everything we needed. Non-alcoholic wine tasted like my fucking asshole after a marathon. The non-alcoholic whiskey tasted like shit by itself, but it tasted okay with Coke.
Okay.
And then, the Heineken Zero. To me, that is the one non-alcoholic beer that literally tastes like the real thing. So it's legit. It's good. But Keith, I was gonna bring you in this conversation, but you're not even old enough to drink yet, are you?
Yes, I am.
Carlton.
What are you talking about?
Bruh.
Okay, so
Get it? I don't look old, but come on now, Dave.
okay, so what? I mean, let's use some common sense. Let's use a little bit of this human rationale that we all have a little bit inside ourselves. I'm buying literally. It's called Heineken Zero, and for those of you who don't know, there is a difference between zero alcohol, where it starts with no alcohol, and then there's this other. I can't remember what it's called. Alcohol something percent. Where they start with alcohol and they extract it, but there's like 0.05% of it left inside.
Yeah.
Everything we were buying was zero, motherfucking zero. Keith, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I've never had non-alcoholic beer before. If I wanted something that was non-alcoholic, I'd just drink soda or cranberry juice or something like that.
Well, anyway, I don't even. How did that even get started? What got me on this fucking kick?
The Gunny was asking you about it.
Yeah, about the wine thing. Oh, because Lisa's at the store. Yeah. Let me see who else.
I have up their website right now. It says, to help in this effort, we do not allow any person under the age of 21 to enter our store unless accompanied by an adult guardian of legal drinking age.
Okay, then why the fuck didn't they card me when I walked in?
All parties in a group may be required to present identification. If you appear to be age 30 or under, our team members will ask for identification to ensure we are doing everything we can to prevent sales to minors.
Okay. Do I look like a fucking minor with my gray goatee? I love Lisa to death, but she still looks 21. The whole fucking thing was stupid. Anyway, Alex Roy, what's up? Glad to see you jumping in.
Listen, Dollar General. I don't know if you guys have Dollar Generals that sound.
We only have
everywhere.
The only Dollar General we have is on every corner in the whole fucking town.
Well, there's some Dollar
It's
Generals
right next to the McDonald's.
Well, there's some DGs that don't sell booze, and because I've when I worked out by Mount Rushmore, a lot of people were like, "Holy shit, there's alcohol in here? Why?" And I'm like, "Cause it's South Dakota. I don't know what to tell you." And anyways, so then so they were like, "Oh," and then I had even for cigarettes and alcohol, I still had ID women that were clearly in their 70s and 80s, and Dollar General didn't give a shit. They're like, you have to ID literally every single person.
but they were buying alcohol. They weren't buying fucking zero fucking alcohol.
No, I had some of them still buying 0. And the thing, as soon as I scanned it, they're like, "Give me a birthday," and I'm like, "You're fucking dumb."
I got a birthday for you. How about 11? These two fucking middle fingers, bitch. Fuck off. I'm not.
Heyo.
I'm not buying. So we have never. We never stepped into another one. By the way, Nathaniel Diggs saying he's already calling the over since we're 20 minutes in and we haven't even started talking about shit. Let me see who else is in here. David Ware saying this show is non-alcoholic. David Ware, your face is non-alcoholic. How about that? Let's see, Gunny.
The show would be a lot funner if we were just all drunk as shit.
Check David Ware's ID.
It takes me a little. Yeah, David Ware, are you even old enough to listen to this program, bitch? How about you go back to fucking. Don't you have to get up for school in the morning, you little fucking infant? Let's see. The fact that you know that your own ass tastes like is disturbing. Hey, I just assumed. Hey, that was an assumption there, David Ware. Let me see. That was
an assumption.
An assumption. That was actually kind of funny. Agreed. Very stupid. Gunny says, "Bring on the old duels in the Boonsfire." At the end of the day, it doesn't matter now because I'm back to drinking because I've got the fucking liver of steel, baby. So I'm good to go. Rod Neal and Joe Cooley. You know what's up. So all right, let's talk some fucking football. Real quick recap. Last week we talked about the KNPR, the records of the teams so far with LSU, Penn State, UNLV at the top at 7-2, followed by Bama and Tennessee at 6-3, who happen to play each other tonight. So that's going to be a good one. Penn State at the top at 7-2, playing Miami at the bottom at 1-8. And your Week 9 official rankings on the right side there: LSU, UNLV, Alabama, Penn State, Tennessee, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, Florida, and Syracuse, with Auburn and Ohio State just missing out. Our players of the week for Week 9, Bogey Barr. If I remember correctly, he beat out Larry Ballin by a single vote. Squibbles, on the other hand, kind of ran away with the defensive player of the week in a loss to Nebraska, I will say.
Yep.
Yeah. I believe the other offensive players, there was only one other. I think it was Gunny. It was Bogey Barr, Larry Ballin, and Gunny. And then there was a whole bunch of people on the defensive side of the ball. Week 10 matchups. This is how it's going to go down. Ignore the 7:30. Obviously, we started at 7. We'll go till 8 o'clock on this show, and then we will take a break until 8:30. And at 8:30, Tennessee at Alabama, a classic SEC matchup. Go Vols, fuck Bama. And then Penn State at Miami, the top versus the bottom. Actually, I'm interested to find out who's going to be the top and who's going to be the bottom in that game. Heyo. And then tomorrow, you see, we've got Iowa at Auburn, followed by LSU at Florida. That is your game of the week matchup. And the nightcap tomorrow night, Missouri at Kansas. That's another border war game on the docket for Week 10. And then Thursday night, UNLV at Syracuse is going to kick things off for us, followed by Nebraska at Notre Dame. That's the what's that called again, Ray? What are we calling that matchup?
Shamrock Series.
The Shamrock Series matchup.
Shamrock Series, okay. And then the nightcap will be Virginia Tech and Ohio State, which is going to be a very interesting game. Virginia Tech, I think that they've got it in them to beat this Ohio State team at home. And Ohio State's they've been kind of up and down lately, so we'll see what happens. But we already gave our predictions. The pick'ems are open. The Tuesday night pick'ems will close at 8:30. So if you haven't done your pick'ems, go ahead and go into the server and do those. I did also want to talk. Actually, you know what? Before we talk about this other thing, let me go around the horn real quick. I think we all know that LSU at Florida, probably the game of the week. But starting with you, Ray, what other games for Week 10 stand out to you?
I mean, it all depends on what happens on that second game that happens tonight between Penn State and Miami. If Penn State does lose somehow to Miami, not only will I just shit on them constantly for the rest of the season, but you also have to look out for that first game on Thursday between UNLV and Syracuse, because if UNLV can get past Syracuse, UNLV has that top spot in the rankings going into next week.
So wait, the number one team right now is LSU.
Or, not Penn State. Yeah. I'm so used to them.
I know.
And then they shit the bed 2 weeks in a row.
You meant the LSU Florida game.
Yes, you have to look at the LSU Florida game. If Florida does bring out that swamp power against the Tigers, then UNLV is in that hot seat to get the number one spot.
Gotcha. Yogi, LSU Florida. What else stands out?
I'm kind of liking that Missouri-Kansas matchup. It's like, who's going to step up? Who's going to move up in the rankings? or solidify their number 5 or whatever. But I think that's a big matchup this week.
Yeah, it could be. And border wars are always fun, right? And
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of shit talking over the next couple of days, so that'll be fun. Yeah, Ray, you should really write notes down before these.
Got sticky notes all over my monitors.
Yeah. All right, Keith. So stay away from the LSU Florida game. Stay away from Missouri Kansas. What else stands out to you?
I think those last 2 games of the week, Nebraska Notre Dame and Virginia Tech Ohio State, both of those have a lot of potential. I think Nebraska Notre Dame, I think a lot of people are probably looking for a shootout, which those are always fun. And then Virginia Tech Ohio State, if Virginia Tech plays their cards right, then that game can really be a barn burner. But I think, as I said last week, if you let Ohio State score a bunch of points on you early, then they can run away with it quick.
Yeah, I think this Virginia Tech Ohio State game is completely underrated. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a barn burner like you mentioned. I think that's got a lot of potential. And if that LSU Florida game gets out of hand, I wouldn't be surprised to see Virginia Tech Ohio State end up being the game of the week. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to talk about. I'm going to introduce. There's going to be a new team, kind of. And I'm going to recap the ones that we've already introduced, and then we're going to introduce a new one tonight. But before we do that, if you haven't looked at the calendar in the AACL server yet, you need to do that. I updated the season 3 calendar. So we've got week 10 games this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Next week, so my folks get here on Friday, and they're going to be here through Monday. And then on Monday, we're all driving out to Nashville. And Monday, Tuesday, Lisa has to work in Nashville on Tuesday. I'm going to be showing my folks around Nashville and what have you. And then we won't be home until late Wednesday night or possibly Thursday morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cram the Week 11 games into next Thursday and Friday. We're going to do 4 games on Thursday. They're going to start probably around 5:30. And we probably won't do an AACL TueNight show. We'll probably just put the graphics in the server to save time. So we'll do 4 on Thursday, 4 on Friday. Then the following week, on that Tuesday, we will have a Tuesday night, an AACL TueNight show where we'll recap Week 11 and talk about Week 12. But then I'm gone again. One of my best friend's daughters is getting married in Wisconsin, so we're going to be heading up there. But I will be back. As soon as I get back from that, we have clear sailing through the end of the season. And if you look in the server, in that calendar channel, week 12, 13, 14, rivalry week, playoffs, bowl games, the national championship, all boom, 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 boom in a row with no interruptions. So that's where we're at. I've got 2 more little things coming up, one with my folks, one with a wedding, and then basically the season will be over by Halloween. So 2 nights before Halloween, we should have the national championship game, and then those of you who get your ass kicked can dress up as national champions for Halloween or some shit. So there you go. All right, let's get to the teams, the new schools. Now, we've mentioned a couple times, Greg Soto was going to bring in the Oregon Ducks. He has since taken over the Miami Hurricanes. Tonight is his AD debut, by the way. So the game plan, the way they play, the result, it's all on Greg's shoulders tonight. No pressure at all. Also, just a quick reminder, because I talked to Greg about this today. This is Week 10. So after Week 10, playbook changes are able to be made again before Week 11. So if you have 2 regular playbooks, you can swap one out. You can switch to a custom book, or if you have a custom book, you can change 25% of your plays, or you can go back to having 2 regular books if you want to do that. We also announced on the program a few weeks ago, Ray Bashan, one of our top broadcasters, my partner here, one of my partners here on.
Why do I always get the fucking cricket?
Bro, because you wanted fettuccine Alfredo, bro.
Every time my name gets mentioned, she's just gotta put fucking crickets.
I know, bro.
I love it. Hey, fuck you. I love you.
Hey, fuck you. I love you. All right, so Boise, Ray's going to be bringing in Boise State. That'll be a nice little rivalry with a team that we're going to announce on the next show. Another team that's changing, not the one that we're doing tonight, but another one. Ray, there's a lot of change going on for season 4.
Oh yeah. Also to point out for next season, Boise State will be taking the spot of Notre Dame.
Yeah, yeah. So Notre Dame, yeah. I don't know if we mentioned this last week, but the Joseph Delaney stepped down as athletic director of Notre Dame. Ray's taking over that program for the remainder of the season, and then he'll be switching it to Boise State. Obviously, people on Notre Dame right now do not need to stick around. They can enter the transfer portal if they want with no penalty, since that team is going bye-bye. So then, Ray will have his Boise State team. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry, we mentioned Michigan is coming in. Crazy Canuck, better known as DeHatenay here in the AACL, is going to be the athletic director of the Michigan Wolverines. We're going to have a nice little Michigan and Ohio State rivalry now in the AACL, so that'll be a lot of fun. Another new team for Season 4. And then last week we announced another new team, not a transfer, but a new team. Mike Churchill, current outside linebacker for the Missouri Tigers, bringing the Texas Longhorns. I interviewed him last week here on the show, and he will be bringing the Texas Longhorns into the AACL in Season 4. So that brings us to some more breaking news. Do we have that bum, Clams? No,
There's that.
like she says, that's not it.
Here, hold on. Maybe I have something.
You are fake news.
Nope, that's not it.
That's not it either. Hold on.
Hey,
There it is. There it is.
is.
Breaking news in breaking news in the AACL. So I have to do this. We have a team that will be changing to another team next season. Here we go. I'm gonna actually. Can I get let me get a drum roll, Clams, and then I'll hit the video. Ladies and gentlemen, the Virginia Tech Hokies will finish out Season 3, and then Yogi Barr will be bringing in the Oklahoma Sooners. Boomer Sooner. So on top of Florida, Miami, on top of Michigan, Ohio State, we now are going to have Texas, Oklahoma. What the fuck is up? This league is not fucking around. Yogi, how you doing tonight, buddy? Talk to us about your decision to move Virginia Tech over to Oklahoma.
Well, last week, listening to Mike Churchill and his passion for Texas, all I could sit there and think was, man, I hope somebody comes in and brings Oklahoma. That would be awesome. And then at the end of the show, after we got off, I told Dave, hey, I can switch from Virginia Tech to Oklahoma because we really have no rival where we're sitting right now. There's no natural rival, and what a rivalry! The Red River rivalry will be alive and well. And I just went ahead and pulled the locker room, and everybody was good with it. So we pulled the trigger and made the move.
Amazing. So have you been an Oklahoma fan at all? I mean, I know you're from Virginia. You're a Virginia Tech fan. That's kind of your team. But like you said, they don't really have a natural rivalry here in the AACL. But have you ever been an Oklahoma fan? Or was it just basically you wanted to bring another rivalry here into the league?
Well, first of all, I'm a Virginia fan. I'm not
is it a Virginia? Dude, why didn't you bring Virginia? Why didn't you bring the Cavs in here then, bro?
Because I had a chance to get Gunny at Virginia Tech.
Oh, that's right. That didn't last long.
I went no. So now that I didn't get Gunny, we can move on to Oklahoma.
Oh fuck! I hope Gunny's not gonna bring Georgia in now.
Yikes! No.
Always been a Sooner fan. They've got a long list of Hall of Famers: the Selman brothers, Peterson, Steve Owens, Greg Pruitt. It just goes on and on.
Who's the dude? Who's the linebacker that got run over by Bo Jackson with the fucking
Boz?
Oh, Boz. The fucking Boz.
Trent Williams. Trent Williams is from Oklahoma. So and there's just a long list of players. So.
That's awesome.
Baker Mayfield. So I went ahead and made the pull. I've been watching them since the '60s.
That's awesome.
He's a winner. He's a winner.
Who was the Oklahoma quarter? Anybody remember the Bradford is who I was thinking of. Yeah, him and when Tebow was playing in Florida. Yeah.
Heisman Trophy winner broke up Tebow's run. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, dude, to be honest with you, I'm stoked that you decided to bring them in, bro. I love the fact that we're going to have some of the top rivalries. You know, we got Alabama, Tennessee. We got Florida, Miami. We got Michigan, Ohio State. We've got now Texas, Oklahoma. You know, if somebody brings in Nevada, Reno, I guess we could have UNLV, UNR. I don't know. But Boise State's going to have a nice rival that we're going to introduce next week, by the way, which, yeah, let me tip my hat.
God.
Let me tip my hat there a little bit. And what's the other one? I feel like we had another one. I feel like Penn State needs a good. Who's Penn State's natural rival? Is it Ohio State? Anybody know?
Maryland. That's not.
Oh, it's
their
Pitt.
rival,
Is it Pitt?
Probably Pitt, I would think.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I'm
somebody.
googling Penn State.
Somebody's got to bring Pitt into this bad boy. Lyra.
Maryland, Penn State.
Yep, that's what I thought it was, Maryland.
Okay. Wait. Oh, it's Maryland.
Since they moved.
Dude,
Since they
Maryland's.
moved up.
Dude, Maryland's not a real.
That is not a rivalry. Maryland has beaten Penn State 3 times ever.
Does Maryland still have a football team? Asking for a friend. I don't even know.
they do.
It may be a rivalry for Penn State, and they just didn't tell Maryland.
Hold on.
Right. Forgot to send out that mail. I think
Did you see Maryland only have like Penn State 3 times?
Maryland didn't get that memo.
Yeah, Maryland has a 3-43 record against Penn State all time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 42-3-1, and the current win streak is Penn State with 2.
All right. So who's Penn State's real rival? It's got to be Pitt then.
I'm scrolling down because there's a whole.
It
list
can't be
here.
Maryland's.
They got the Pittsburgh Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Gotta be
I would
Pitt.
probably Pitt.
And I got to be honest with you. I like
Pitt or
Pitt's.
Michigan State.
I love Pitt's logo. I love their colors. They're a
Yeah.
great team to have
I
in a
will say,
game like this.
Pitt will not tell you that Penn State is their main rival, though. Of course.
Of course not. Hey, Doug Britt, didn't you hear me just talk about UNR, about Nevada Reno a few minutes ago? That's your rival, bro. Although, unless
Penn
somebody.
State's true rival is the bar of soap in the jail.
Hey, yo, but wow. Wow. Hold on. Where's the drums? Hold on. There we go. Actually, Doug Britton, if I bring UCLA or if somebody brings UCLA into this bad boy, UCLA UNLV could become a rival. That would be kind of fun. I could do with that. All right, Yogi, appreciate you, bro, bringing Oklahoma in, switching up, making the league even better with that kind of rivalry, man, and I'm looking forward to see what you do over there.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully your wagon doesn't fall over like it did in real life.
In real life.
If it does, it does.
You know, Eagle, you know that can't happen. That's rule number 1 in this league. You can't fucking have that team in here. And you guys keep misspelling SUC, by the way. Here's how things. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. My bad. Can't show that. I can't show that map. My bad.
Hopefully,
Did y'all
they
get the
didn't see it.
screenshot? Did y'all get the
Hey,
screenshot?
hold on. Edit. Hurry. Edit that shit.
Delete the VOD.
I downloaded the wrong map. Son of a
Start the
bitch.
DeLorean. Start the DeLorean.
Hold on. I gotta see. Hold on. Start the fucking DeLorean. Oh my motherfuck! Hold on a second. Oh, Crazy Canuck in the chat. AACRL, the All-American Collegiate Rivalry. You know what? I would be okay with that. I would actually be okay with that. Son of a bitch, man. Hold on. I gotta check my. I can't believe I just fucking did that. Oh yeah,
I mean, the VOD doesn't have it yet.
Son of a bitch. What's that?
The VOD doesn't have it yet right now.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. But now nobody's listening to us now. They're all fucking looking for the fucking VOD shit.
Yeah.
Actually, every map that I got from Michaela has that on there, so I don't have anything else to show you. I can't do it.
They got the picture.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
They won't know who it is.
Hey, you guys, guess what? Fuck it.
Are we announcing another one?
I'm just gonna fucking do it. I don't have a graphic, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna, here's the deal. Fuck it, man. I'm just gonna say fuck it. Here we go.
It's fucking Washington. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Hey, so I did not talk to Chase Daniels yet, but I'm sure he's okay with it. Missouri will be changing over to Washington. I will make them a nice, beautiful, pretty fucking graphic for next week or the next show that we do to show that Missouri will be switching over to Washington, and I'll try to get him on the show, although he's really hard to fucking nail. Dude, trying to get Chase Daniels to do an interview is like nailing Jello to the wall. It's nearly fucking impossible, for real. So if you look at the map here, Syracuse Penn State looks like that could be a rivalry. You got the Michigan, Ohio State, you got the Floridas. Alabama and Auburn, remember, next season going away. So Tennessee just kind of out there on an island all by themselves.
Nobody wants to touch Tennessee.
It'll probably be LSU. Hey, that's an Alabama joke, bro. LSU and Tennessee will probably be it, and then you got Texas, Oklahoma. The issue becomes if you got Boise, Washington, and UNLV is going to have to go with one of these three: Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas. Although the three of them, they seem kind of like a three-way rivalry to me. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. How many teams are on this map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's 16. So if we get any more teams for season 4, then we'll have to start doing more adjusting anyway. Eagle in the chat says, I hope Dave tried to put the logo where the school is based, not because Michaela made the map. So I don't know what she did, and I'm sure that's what she did because it looks like Texas looks like it's where Austin is. UNLV looks kind of close to where
look
Vegas.
At Miami and Florida. They're flip-flop.
Oh, they are. Oh, this is Michaela's fault then. Doug,
that's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Should have turned the Texas logo upside down.
Oh,
we appreciate the effort.
Yeah, for sure. I think.
What about that orange and green? What do you do with that?
I don't. I've never heard. Yogi, wait a minute. Hey, hold on, Yogi. I've never heard anybody say anything about the U on this show before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have heard it on a show somewhere.
Ray, did you have something to say, bro?
Yeah, I was telling you what you could do with the U. You put it up with your hands. You make the U in your hands. You split it apart.
Hold on, slow down. I've never heard this before. Slow down so I can get it.
You've never heard? Oh my god. It's the greatest game in the world. You just take the U, all right? You put it up in your hands like they do on the football field because they are over arrogant and shit. You split the U, and then you take your right hand and you turn it around to where it makes two L's.
And that's what it's all about.
Bump, bump.
If Nebraska Iowa is a rivalry next season, I'm just going to call that the corn rivalry.
You put your left L in, you put your left L out, you put your right L in, and you shake it off.
And he's just make him
Shut up, bitch!
Oh fuck! Yeah. All right. So on the map, we need to swap Florida, Miami, move LSU down a little further. I think the rest of them are probably close enough that I don't have to worry about. Actually, DS and Syracuse should probably be up in northern New York, but. For the most part, these are the 16 confirmed teams. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to stay at 16. We could get a couple more. We could get 4 more. We could get 1 more, 2 more. I don't know what's going to happen. Between now and January, it's a long time. This season, as I mentioned earlier in the show, will wrap up by Halloween. And so we've got all November, December, and part of January to figure it out. So we got some time.
Raw Dogger, Auburn, and Bama aren't going to be in season 4. That's why they're not there.
Yeah, Auburn. So Auburn and Alabama are leaving. Virginia Tech is switching over to Oklahoma.
Notre Dame switching over to Boise.
Notre Dame to Boise. Missouri to Washington. And then new teams are Michigan and Texas. Is that right? That sound right to you guys? I think
yes.
That's it. Okay.
Yes. Straight up new teams.
Doug Britton says, so I have the state of Missouri and Colorado to move to, I guess. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, if you bring it, you mean, I don't know that I would let you have Missouri, but if you wanted to switch UNLV to Colorado, I could probably be okay with that because then we could have Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska, Iowa, or some shit. Yeah. That could work out. I would be okay with that, Doug. But it really depends on what you want to do. Doug Day, tell us more. Why will you not play for Washington? All right, so I'm going to go around the horn here real quick. Ray, what are your thoughts here on all this movement between Season 3 and Season 4 here in the AACL?
I can't tell you about the movement, but I'm just happy we won't have a fucking Missouri team, and they went to an actual good team of Washington.
I didn't mean I was having a movement. I just wanted to know about the movement of the league.
I'm not talking about your movement that you had earlier today, Dave, all right?
Hey.
Is he that far up? He knows when you have a movement?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I mean, Dude, Clams isn't lying. I think he stalks me. I'm not lying.
We have a secret chat. Dave just tells me everything that's going on. It's like a personal diary for him.
Well, I mean, I literally wake up to 12 messages in the morning. What are you doing? What are you doing, Dave? What are you doing? What are you wearing?
What are you dreaming about?
Not.
I mean,
Yogi. Obviously, you are part of the change for next season. What are your thoughts here? What you're seeing for season 4 in the AACL?
loving how it's shaping up. We've got a lot of natural rivalries now, and actual real life rivalries that are going to play out in the AACL. I love it.
Yeah, I love it as well. And to be honest with you, I'm not terribly. Let me say I don't hate the Tennessee LSU. I mean, Tennessee Alabama obviously is a better rivalry, but Tennessee LSU, both SEC teams, both top SEC teams. So I don't have any problems with the Tennessee LSU being a rivalry. I think that will work out. Keith, what are your thoughts, not just on the Tennessee LSU rivalry, but anything else you see and what we are looking forward to in season 4?
I mean, I will say I think Ray bringing in Boise State is cool. Get some more Group of 5 representation in here. Yeah, I don't know. I think we have a pretty solid list of teams here. I don't know about you, Dave, but my guess would be that there's going to be a number of people that say, "Hey, I want to bring a team in." I don't know. It just seems like a lot of people are pretty relatively eager to want to bring teams in from season to season.
Well, for those of you who do not know, if you are interested in becoming an athletic director in the AACL, the first step is you have to reach out to me and let me know. The second step is we put you on what we call the watch list here, and you will have all the athletic directors keeping an eye on you to see, are you active? Are you active in the server? Do you watch the games? Do you take a lead? Do you volunteer to help with stuff with broadcast team or stats or all that kind of stuff? It's not just I want to bring a fucking team in and then you get a team. There's a lot more to it than just that. You got to show that you love this league. You want to be part of it. You're here for the long haul. You want to make it better. You want to improve it. Those kind of things, and you want to put some time and effort into it. So there's a lot more to becoming an athletic director here in the AACL. Once you're on the watch list and we get the majority of the ADs say, yeah, I think he would do an okay job, we put you on the FAD list, which is the future athletic director list, while we continue to keep an eye on you, start to work your plan a little bit, find out where your school is, help you understand what it takes to be an AD, to recruit, to do all those things. Then after that, if you still want to be an AD, then we sit down and have the serious conversation. So it's not just like a, here you go, you can have a team because you want one. That's not how we roll here. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time and energy and effort, having a team come in and then bouncing the next season because the guy wasn't serious. So that's how we do things here. So I'm glad Keith brought that up. 2 more quick things I want to talk about, and then we're going to bounce. And by the way, what time is it right now? We got some time. We're good.
45.
All right. So tonight's games, real quick. I want to go around the horn. I know that last week we already talked about these. We talked about all the games, and you've already made your picks. But as opposed to picking a winner, Alex Roy, what's up, bro? Surprised no teams in California. Well, I mean, I would bring UCLA in if I was allowed to have a team, and SUC's not allowed to be in the league. So the only other teams really, maybe San Diego State, Fresno State, Cal, Stanford. Maybe that's about all there really is left.
Hey, listen, you got to show the SUC some respect because IRL, they took down LSU like crazy.
Yeah, good thing this isn't the fucking IRL league, right? It's the AACL fucking league, bro. Welcome to the IRL league. I can't even say IRL without fucking choking right now. Just because
you sound like a pirate in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's never going to happen. So let me go around the horn without picking a winner, because you've already, or you can remind us who you picked. But tell me what you think about this game in particular. It's number 5 going to number 3. Both teams have a 6-3 record. They're both running the Cal offense. They're both running a conservative no huddle. This has all the makings of a classic, maybe even an instant classic game. So give me your thoughts on this. It's going to be an 8:30 kickoff at Bryant-Denny Stadium down there in Tuscaloosa. 81 degrees and cloudy. And Ray, give me your thoughts.
Pretty much throughout both these teams' entire season so far, it's just been about which defense shows up the most in the game. And as you see on this graphic right here, they're running different defenses. The only difference between these two, the multi-D for Tennessee, and you got the 4-2-5 for Alabama. usually I don't see the 4-2-5 usually working out that well unless both teams are using it. Then it's an automatic win for one of them. It's basically just going to come down to who's going to make the least amount of errors in this game and who's going to come out by just that squeak of a margin.
Okay. Do you remember who you picked last week, by any chance?
I chose good old Rocky Top because fuck Alabama.
Yeah, I'm down with that whole fucking fuck Alabama thought process. Yogi, same question to you, man. Same record, close rankings, running similar offenses. What does this come down to?
Same records, but different ways of getting there. Tennessee's right hot right now, and their two-headed running attack with Dangerfield and Fast Freddy just pounds you. I went with Tennessee in this game, and I think they're going to pull out by a 10-point win or something like that.
Wow. Okay. Keith, Alabama had that number one ranking for a week. Had a little setback. Do they get back on track, or does the slide continue?
I think they do. Alabama has established themselves as relying very heavy on the pass game and lining up in a lot of four plus wide receiver sets. So there's a lot of speed guys out there. And I think something that's important to note with Tennessee is that the multiple defense, there are times when you can get stuck in 3-down lineman sets. I think they had this issue against Ohio State where they got stuck in a 3-down lineman set, and Ryan Davis just ran it up the middle for 8 yards every time. But that would not be as much of a problem with Alabama. Connor Darian's been struggling for most of the season.
He has.
And instead, they've been burning people over the top with their absolutely unreal trio of wide receivers. I think I said on the TueNight show last week that if Bama strings together a couple stops, that they could put up some serious points in the first quarter and run away with it quick. And I stand by that opinion. Yeah,
for me personally, I think it's going to come down to the quarterback play. Both quarterbacks very capable, Rodney Dangerfield and David Ware. Who outplays who? I just think Rodney's a little hotter right now. He got a vote for Player of the Week last week. So I see Tennessee edging out Alabama down there in Tuscaloosa based on the quarterback play of Rodney Dangerfield. The other game that we're playing tonight is a very interesting one. It's the top from the bottom to the top to the bottom. I'm gonna rock 'em. Why? I still got 'em. If you're an '80s fan, you know that rap. But more importantly, does Penn State have it in them to get back on track against, technically, record-wise, the worst team in the league? Or, Ray, before you answer, does the addition of Greg Soto in his first game this week change the dynamic and give Miami something else to play for, not only beating one of the top teams in the league, but impressing their new AD?
Listen, Greg Soto's pretty much in the same boat that I am right now since taking over a new team in the middle of this season. He's dealing with the same playbook that you've had to have for the past 5 weeks, and you got to somehow make some magic out of that. Miami's only been able to do that once out of 9 games, and you're going against what used to be the top team in the AACL, dropping 2 straight and like total heartbreakers. It didn't seem like that was Penn State that we used to know and love. But Penn State is going to come out here. They see Miami as an easy win. Miami's just got to go out there and prove them wrong, but I don't see Miami doing that at all.
Yogi, it's the weather in both games is very similar. Both games are in the South, right? You got one in Tuscaloosa, one in Miami. 81 degrees and cloudy in Tuscaloosa, 82 degrees and cloudy in Miami. I know that Greg Soto, when he plays games in Miami, is used to having snow, but that's not going to be the case tonight. Is Hard Rock Stadium going to be rocking? Do you think the crowd is going to feel that new energy, that new vibe with a new athletic director, and hope that they have a new future here in the last third of the season?
100%. I think the energy that Greg Soto brings to this team is something they absolutely needed, and I think it's going to carry them to this game. I think Penn State's got some issues that have risen to the top, and it's been obvious to everybody what their issues have been. And I think Greg Soto is going to get his first win this week.
So, Keith, to Ray's point, yes, for this week and only this week, Soto is contained to those 2 playbooks. They have Miami is one and BYU is the other one. The last few weeks, Miami has played the Miami playbook. Greg, in addition to switching up to the BYU, he's also changed some percentages and made some other changes. even if they don't win tonight, is it enough for Miami to go into the last third of the season when he can actually bring in a custom playbook if he chooses to do, or at least change one of the playbooks that they have? Is it enough tonight just to be in the game, to show up, to not get your ass kicked? Is that enough momentum to take him into the last third of the season?
I mean, yes and no. Teams can change on a dime pretty quick. That happens a lot in college football. We saw it with, I think, Ohio State is the big example that I can think of earlier in the season. Miami's problem all season has been defense. I think I've been saying that for a while now. But, yeah, when you're giving up, I think it's 44 points a game, you're not going to win many games, especially with how much they've been struggling on offense. I'm curious to see what the new BYU playbook does. I believe that's an air raid style as opposed to pro style for Miami, which that would favor someone like Artis Scott or Anastasia Beaverhausen more than Jimmy Slickpants, who I think we can all agree is one of the best running backs in the league, or he's at least top 5 in pretty much every stat.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see the workload on offense and how that affects their performance against this just absolutely unreal Penn State defense that has been one of the top defenses in the league for going on almost 2 seasons now.
Yeah. I forgot to ask. Let me go around the horn real quick. Ray, do you remember who you picked in this game? You picked Penn State the other night, right?
I picked Penn State over Miami because fuck Hurricanes. Hurricane football sucks.
Yogi, did you go with? Did you roll Penn State?
I went Miami.
Oh, you did. You went with the upset. You did.
The Greg Soto effect.
That's right. I forgot about that. And Keith, you went with Penn State as well, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Okay. I think I also went with Penn State. So 3-1 on this panel for Penn State, and I think it was 3-1 in the other game as well, right? Only one of you picked up?
Tennessee. Yep.
Yeah. So, all right, folks, listen. I was going to do the raffles at the end of this show, but I had a problem with the app that I use for that normally. There's something wrong with it, so I have to find a new app. So I'm not going to do the raffles tonight. I've got all the names and numbers written down. I'm good to go there. I think there's 4 of them to do if I'm not mistaken. So I will either guarantee you I will do them either on the next show or I will find some time in between, maybe where we can do it in between games or right before one of the games or something this week or whatever, as soon as I find another app to do the raffle on. So my apologies for that, but it was on my computer. I thought it was all good to go, and then I went to pull it up before we got on air tonight. It's not working, so my apologies there. Last thoughts around the horn. We got 3 minutes, so just like maybe 30 seconds each. Your thoughts on where we're at in the season going into Week 10. What are you looking for the most? And what do you expect, actually, in Week 10 before we go into the last third of the season starting next week?
It's crunch time. If you want to get in the playoffs and go for a bowl game, you need to get up and get the fuck going right now. You're getting into the final weeks. These top teams, they need to be playing on their A game to try and be eligible for that championship game.
Yogi?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say. The 3 and 6 and 4 and 5 teams have got to step up these next couple of weeks to have a chance. So I'll look for some movement down in that area of the poll.
Okay, Keith, you got the last word on this. 30 seconds to you.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the season schedule as a whole right now, I see a lot of matchups that have real upset potential and would cause real chaos in the rankings.
Throw a couple of. Are you looking at it right now?
Yeah, I have the big old graphic up right now.
Yeah, throw a few of them out there over the next few weeks.
Let's see here. We got LSU at Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
We got
Kansas is the number 1 killer, right? They're the ones who beat the top teams.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. We got, let's see, UNLV at Florida.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We got Penn State at Florida, Bama at Syracuse. Let's see, rivalry week, Tennessee at LSU, Kansas at Iowa, Auburn at Bama.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are games that are going to be
Imagine if Bama goes on another roll and they get to the top and Auburn fucks them at the end of the season.
Oh, that'd be crazy. I mean, I think that's what That's not what happened last year, but I think it almost did.
Almost. I think Auburn won by like a point or something, right? It was really close.
like right at the end. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I am excited. There's going to be a lot of really, really good games to finish up this season. And hopefully there's some parity, because if anyone knows me, I love parity in college football.
As do I. Well, we're going to wrap this up right now, like a minute early. Freddie's not here anyway to sing. He'll sing us out later tonight. So thanks for tuning in. That was just a little recap of what we've talked about and what we've got coming up. Yogi, congrats again for bringing in Oklahoma next season, or moving them over from Virginia Tech.
Could have brought him in sooner.
See what he did there?
Hold on.
Wah, wah.
I got to hit this one, Clams. Hold on. I got this one. Hold on. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in 30 minutes at the top of at the bottom of the hour, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, for Game 1, Tennessee at Alabama. Number 3 versus number 5. Both are 6-3. That ought to be a good one. Followed by Penn State at the top, at Miami at the bottom. Greg Soto's AD debut this season. For those of you who don't know, he was an AD in season 1, so it's not like he's new. But we got 2 great games on tap tonight to kick off Week 10. So we'll see you in about 30 minutes. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you when we see you. Good night now.